Hi, it's Dave T here, and now entering the extended lockdown period in the UK, which means another 3 weeks at least of not being able to film easily or indeed legally outside, which makes it the perfect excuse to stop making films. But as I showed with my Stay at Home Protect the NHS short film last week, and I'll put a link above here, it is possible to make creative content whilst confined to your own home. One of the biggest blocks that I have found to creating is that it's just too easy to find logistical problems in filming your usual content because of the lockdown. So to get around this, you need to either think outside of the box like my film last week, or attempt a new genre of film that you may not be used to. So today I'm going to talk about product review videos, which can be just as challenging and creative as any other type of films, but many people will not have tried them. With that in mind, I'm going to give you 5 tips on things that will help improve your product review videos, and I'll start with the lowest and probably least impact items, but with and then work up to the bigger and more impact items. But with all of them, I'll try and give a range of options for all budgets, and most importantly at the moment, ease of obtaining them. First on our list is, perhaps surprisingly, cleaning products. We're making product review videos, close-up macro shots of the product are almost essential, and any dirt or dust will be far more apparent than you think. Simple lint-free cloths such as lens or spectacle cleaning cloths are perfect for this. If you are filming something like a keyboard or a mouse, or even certain parts of car interiors, then this Play-Doh-like cleaning compound is a great way of getting dust and other muck out of awkward crevices. Whilst talking about macro shots, if you don't have a macro lens but you want to get ultra close-up shots, then try using the digital zoom on your camera. Most cameras have sensor resolutions far higher than the 1920 by 1080 required for HD video, so you should not lose much if any image quality with a digital zoom if performed in camera as opposed to in post during the edit. A product review can be as simple as holding the product up in front of the camera or putting it on a tabletop in front of you. But if you want to film extra shots that really show the viewer what the product looks like, then you will need to place it in some sort of scene. When doing this, you need to think of at least 2 things: the horizontal surface underneath the product, and also any vertical surface that will be in the shot behind it. Having a cluttered background will be distracting and make the image confusing and possibly the product difficult to see. The easiest solution is to get hold of various temporary surfaces that you can put down onto a tabletop or even direct onto the floor. Having a variety of these is a great idea, both to make your videos different, and also different coloured products will actually look better with light or dark backgrounds. I've actually found that end-of-line laminate flooring, such as in broken box or discontinued lines, is often dirt cheap and of course comes in a wide range of colours and textures. You can also get foam board from art and craft shops, which can be painted, vinyl floor tiles, and lots of other cheap options if you look around. Moving up the list to number 3 is camera stabilization, which is probably one of the most important things to think about. Camera stabilization can potentially start to get expensive. It starts at low-cost options like tripods and moves all the way up to motorized sliders and gimbals. If you don't even have a tripod, then at the very least stand the camera on something, almost anything, so long as it's safe and not going to fall off, but so that it will be steady. Be inventive with where you place the camera. A lot of the time product shots look better if taken from a low angle next to the tabletop. Use bits of cardboard or even a lens cap to make small adjustments to the camera's height and angle. Movement shots can be impressive, but only if done in a controlled way. Shaky or blurred footage will be distracting and leave the viewer unable to see what the product looks like. A book on a hard surface can give you a simple, smooth movement, or even placing the camera on things like a kid's toy can be another way to get simple, low-cost cinematic movement. Up there as one of the most important ways to improve your review is better lighting, but this does have the potential to become expensive. If you are on a budget, then ignore reviews which extol the features and virtues of expensive lights, as almost any additional lighting, such as these work lights, will improve the quality of your product videos drastically. Used directly, they will look bad when aimed straight at the subject. So the trick is instead to illuminate the product indirectly by placing a white reflector near the product and then bouncing the light off of that. Fold-up reflectors are fairly inexpensive, or a simple sheet of white cardboard or even a white towel will often suffice. You can also shine light through white cloth to soften it. For close-up shots, additional small lights such as torches will help show the shape and texture of the product. Perhaps the most important part of any product review is the actual review itself, which tells the viewer about the product and, if you want to do so, your opinion of it. There are basically 4 approaches to this. The first is to just dive in and talk about the product. The second is to prepare some key points and then talk about the product and basically ad lib. The third is to script what you want to say and either read it direct to the camera or off camera and just use that as a voiceover. Now, unless you're a professional salesperson or an actor, or you want your videos to be mainly about you and your character, then just diving in and ad-libbing is likely to result in a very long-winded review and probably be fairly light in specific details unless you have an awesome memory. I found that writing a script and pre-recording it as a voiceover is a good compromise to get a concise and accurate review. If you are going to give your opinion on the product and not just hard facts and figures, then I would not recommend the text-only option. The ideal is to read your script on camera so that at least part of the review includes your face where the audience can see you talking about the product. This is far more engaging and helps the viewer to trust what you're saying. If acting and memorizing lines or facts and figures is not your strong point, then you may need to read your script. Now, you should be aware though that looking even a few inches away from the lens will look odd to the viewer. So think about buying or even making a teleprompter to help you along. And here's another link to one that I made for less than £50 using proper beam splitter glass. So that's my 5 top tips for making product reviews, and if you have never thought of making one before, then perhaps now is the time to try it. I hope you have found this video helpful, and if you have, then please hit that like button, and if you would like to see more of the videos that I make, then please consider subscribing to my channel. But most of all, thanks for watching and stay safe.